Captain America from the Golden Age here to read to you a book I highly recommend by the lovely Victoria Marswell. It is called The Counterfeiter's Daughter. Remember, kids, that counterfeiting is illegal, and if you find yourself in the company of a counterfeiter, you call the Avengers, and Captain America will deal with them. Let's find a good passage to read. Heat radiated through her chest, and her pulse increased after each stop. Riding alone, after the fifth level, the sounds of the working machinery exaggerated until the final ding. Saliva filled her mouth, and she gulped as the doors squeaked open. Madeline turned down the short hall with slow, steady steps toward the suite entrance on the private floor. "God, give me the strength," she whispered, and raised her arm up to knock, then froze mid-air. The door unlocked and opened. "Come herein, bitte." Drixweiler stepped aside. "How did you know I was here?" Madeline scanned around the entry and spotted a surveillance camera in the upper right doorframe. "Of course," she rolled her eyes. Madeline followed Drixweiler into the apartment. Merlot-colored drapes contrasted against the pale walls. Bright yellow rays beamed through the large windows, revealing a mountain view. She sighed. The suite appeared bigger than her condo in California, complete with a wet bar, furnishings, and 2 master bedrooms. "Have a seat?" Drexweiler held out his arm, offering Madeline a light green chair in the sitting room. "Master von Vussen will be with you in a moment." Madeline experienced a type of time travel whenever she encountered Leon and Drexweiler. She didn't know whether his mysterious way of living frightened or fulfilled her with intrigue. Drexweiler closed the linen drapes, flipped on the lights, and exited. Madeline remained calm until he shut the curtains, and now she placed all her trust in God, considering it would test her renewed faith. "You've finally kept your word." Leon entered the room, advancing with gliding movements. "Always a pleasure." He lifted her hand and pulled her toward him, placing his cool, taut lips against each cheek. Madeline stiffened as his muted gray eyes stared at her face. Her fingers slipped from his gentle clasp as she lowered herself onto the chair. "You're early." Leon slid into the sofa across the coffee table. "I hope you don't mind. I was passing the hotel on a walk around town." He searched her expression after every word she spoke, examining the authenticity of everything she said. "On the contrary, I'll consider excusing your blatant disregard of our prior engagements." How kind of him. "Would you like a cafe?" Leon said. "Yes, thank you. Mason, zvi cafe." Leon ordered across the room. Drexweiler hustled behind the bar with the moves of a serious chemist concocting multiple ingredients. "He seems less intimidating when he's making drinks as opposed to trying to run me down with a vehicle." A low, deep laugh sneaked through Leon's closed lips. "He proves to be a useful servant most of the time. I enjoy giving him menial tasks to aid his self-esteem." Leon laughing and joking? Madeline didn't think it was possible for him to show different sides of his personality. Although drawing out his sensitive emotions would take a fearless courage, she doubted her capabilities. "I like you, Madeline Brighton. You express your thoughts." He stared at her with an intensity to crack through concrete. Madeline pressed her lips, forcing a smile. She needed to navigate the conversation carefully. "God, please give me the words to speak." I'm glad you appreciate my straightforward approach." She cleared her throat. "How are Gretchen and the boys?" "They're quite safe. We positioned my men outside the family's house, ready to act. at the first implication of danger. The whole situation sounds dire. Mein Liebe, you are only figuring this out now. Leon leaned forward, his eyes narrowed. The situation is grave. The Counterfeiter's Daughter by Victoria Marswell. The link will be in the bio. You should definitely read it. I wish you all a happy Devil's Night.